Assalamualaikum children, how are you doing? I hope you are all well. So the second book, graphic stories series that I have with me is about Begum Rana Liaquat Ali Khan. And like I had told you before, that this particular series is in both Urdu and in English, and it's published by Oxford University Press. This particular book, Begum Rana Liaquat Ali Khan, it has been illustrated by Aslam Bashir. Okay, now let me show you the cover first. Here is the cover. There. Okay. And so once again, yes. So I wrote it in Urdu, this entire series, and this has been translated by Amna Asfar. Okay, so the first page looks like this. Can you see it? Yes. Rana Liaquat Ali Khan's two children, Ashraf and Akbar, they are sitting and they are talking to their mother in this picture over here. And they are, she is saying, Ashraf, Akbar, you wanted to know about my childhood and education. I have some time now, so let me tell you. As you know, your grandparents, that is my parents, lived in a small hilly town called Almora near the Himalayan foothills, and I was born in Almora. This beautiful town had countless temples, of which the 1,000-year-old Nanda Devi temple was very famous, and thousands of pilgrims came there from all over India. We were 9 brothers and sisters, of whom I was the most playful and mischievous. My favorite pastime were making mischief and watching the snow-covered Himalayas from our house. You can see that's what she's doing, standing there looking out. In order to give me a good education, my parents sent me to a school in Nainital. After I finished school, I went to the famous Isabella Thoburn College in Lucknow. The professors and my friends in this girls' college loved me. I suppose the reason was that though I was very mischievous, I also worked hard at my studies. So there it is, you can see, and she is standing right in the front. And so she is narrating her life story to her 2 sons. Mama, why did you go to Calcutta? One of them asked. And the other said, Mama, you keep asking me why I am naughty, but you were naughty too. The other said, So she said, I went there to Calcutta to do my bachelor's in teaching, also known as BT, so that I could become a teacher. After my BT, I taught for 6 months at the Gokhale Memorial School in Calcutta. When I went to Lucknow University to do my master's, I was the only girl there. The rest were all boys. You know, I was born in 1905. That was a time when very few Indian girls went on to college and got higher education. It was funny that I always stood first in my class in the university, and that used to make the boys furious. Well, I did a double master's there in economics and sociology and stood first class first in the final exams. After that, I got a teaching job in the Indraprastha College at Delhi in the Department of Economics. Rana Liaquat Ali met her future husband for the first time when Liaquat Ali Khan, as a member at the Legislative Assembly, was debating the unpopular constitutional reforms that were being introduced by the Simon Commission, and Rana, as a student, had come to listen to the debate. Later, she met him to sell tickets for a stage show organized to collect funds for the victims of a terrible flood in the province of Bihar. The two kept seeing each other after that and were married in 1933. Liaquat Ali Khan worked closely with Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah for the independence of India and creation of Pakistan. So, here is that picture in which she is telling her boys about her education, and over here, this picture is with Rana Liaquat Ali Khan and her tailor. Yes, you know why? She's saying, "Look, Master Tailor, there is an important event in a few days. This fabric is for a Gharara suit, like the rest of my clothes. Please make it soon. Thank you." You know, she wore Ghararas, almost all her life. Okay. Muhammad Ali Jinnah took oath as Governor General, and Liaquat Ali Khan was sworn in as Prime Minister of Pakistan in August 1947. So, here is that ceremony, very, very important, and a very uh, graceful ceremony in which Liaquat Ali Khan is saying, "I, Liaquat Ali Khan, son of Ruknuddaulah Nawab Rustam Ali Khan, take the oath of my office. As the first Prime Minister of Pakistan, I will discharge my duties with honesty and integrity." So you can see here in this box over here, this is Liaquat Ali Khan. Okay, and then Fatima Jinnah, the Qaed's sister, she is saying, "Begum Rana, I congratulate you on your husband becoming Prime Minister and being given the title of Qaed-e-Millat." And she says, "I'm very happy and I'm certain that Nawabzada Liaquat Ali Khan will prove deserving of both his position and his title." There you go, over here. You can see the four of them standing and talking. Okay, after Liaquat Ali Khan became Prime Minister, Rana Liaquat Ali lost no time in establishing a women's voluntary organization which would do positive work in solving the many problems of the new state of Pakistan. She set up centers that dealt with the recovery of kidnapped women and children and cared for widows and orphans. Offices where employment was found for the unemployed were also set up. So she is speaking with a group of people, and she is saying, "My purpose in founding the Women's Voluntary Service was that our women should help the refugees who are still unsettled and surrounded by problems. These people left their homes to come to Pakistan. They need our help. Come back with more women tomorrow, and after speaking to each family, make a list of medicines and other things that they need urgently." So here she is in these refugee camps and, helping the people of the country who migrated and settled in Pakistan. In 1948, Rana Liaquat Ali accompanied her husband to London, where the Prime Minister of Pakistan was to participate in a conference of Commonwealth countries. After the conference, she went with him to Egypt, Syria, and Iraq as well. In every country that she visited, she was particularly interested in the performance of its welfare organizations. She observed them and used their experience to improve conditions in Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, Pakistan is a new state and it is badly in need of doctors and trained nurses. I request you to allow your daughters to take up the honorable profession of nursing so that they can serve the afflicted humanity. The government will send proficient nurses abroad for higher qualifications, So she was meeting people and speaking to them. And this is the last page that I will be reading. This is part one of the story, and then tomorrow I will read the rest. So here she is with all the nurses who are trained now, and she's saying, I'm proud of you. See, after the creation of the Association of Trained Nurses in East and West Pakistan, the organization has been affiliated to the International Council of Nursing. So, this was about Rana Liaquat Ali Khan, Begum Rana, who really dedicated all her life serving the people of Pakistan. I am going to tell you the rest, read the rest of the book tomorrow. So, see you.